Okay, so I got the fuel tank from Ma's Tahoe on the ground here. Getting ready to reinstall it. Now, if you have one of these Tahoe Suburbans and you're getting fuel smell from around the fuel tank area or towards the back of the truck, chances are your ring that holds the fuel pump assembly in is corroded. You can see how bad this one is. It's probably corroded and broken, which is why you're smelling fuel. I'm going to replace this one right now before we install it because, like I said, it looks really bad. If it's not that, it possibly could be your fuel filler neck. There is a steel part under there. You can see again, this one is badly corroded. We've got a new one coming, so that'll be installed when we install the tank back up in there. But them could be your issues, guys, if you're smelling fuel on your Tahoes or Suburbans. But I'm going to replace this ring. So here's the new ring that's going to be going on once we get the old one out. Okay, so I got my thing cleaned here, and ideally you want a brass punch because you don't want to be making sparks while you're doing this. But you got to tap the ring off. And this ring is it's just corroding. It's just coming apart. It's busting up. It ain't really moving. So probably gonna have to soak this a little bit. I'll let this soak a little bit. Well, this does not want to come off. I'm letting her soak with blaster here. Hopefully it'll soak in there and we'll get her, but I'm just going around and around trying to get her loose. I did the same struggle with that 1500 I had. It was just as bad. So we'll keep at it, we'll get it. Okay, so finally, after letting this thing soak and beating on it, we finally got movement. There's a little lock thing here, but I've destroyed it trying to get it off, so we ain't got to do it. Otherwise, you got to press that to unlock it. So hopefully these retainers are still good on here. They're pretty crusty. Otherwise, we're going to need a new tank. But I think I'm going to clean this up before I pull it out. Okay guys, so just a warning, fuel is extremely flammable. You should know that, especially if you're working on cars. Any kind of spark or whatever can ignite it. So if you're dealing with a fuel tank or you're dealing with fuel lines or any kind of fuel, be very careful. And know what you're doing, because this stuff can ignite very easily, easier than most people think. Fuel can ignite, so just be careful. when you're messing with this kind of stuff. Okay, so we got the fuel pump assembly here, and this trim or this retaining ring needs to come off it, and it seems to be seized on it. Very nice. So we're going to try to tap this thing off because it's not coming off here. Boy, this rust is nasty. It just wrecks everything. What a mess. What a mess, what a mess, what a mess. I gotta clean this up. Okay, so we're gonna drop this back into place. We got it cleaned up as good as we're gonna get her. Drop her down. Make sure you didn't drop too much stuff down in the tank. We're gonna put her in place here. Push her down. Now there's a lineup deal right here on the pump. This one actually broke off, so hopefully we're not gonna have trouble with that. But I'm gonna get the new trim ring. Got the new trim ring. I'm gonna get it in place here. Might have to bring the pump up a little bit. See here, push it down. Some of my deals still got rust on them, but take it. Hammer it back in place. Nice and slow. That's where she was to begin with. So that's what we're going to roll with. So there she be, guys. New trim ring or retaining ring, whatever you want to call it, on one of these Tahoe Suburbans. It's a bit of a struggle, like everything that gets rusted, but take your time. Blaster, penetrating oil, whatever you like. Let it soak. Take your time, and you can save your tank and get a new retaining ring on there. Removing the fuel tank on these Tahoe Suburbans is actually a little easier than the pickups. So overall, this is not too bad of a job. The hardest thing for me was to get this filler neck off. That seemed to be the most difficult thing. Other than that, it's got two straps that unbolt, and the tank kind of slides right out. You know, on the pickups you got to take the dry shaft out, I think, to get the tank out. So overall, this is not really that bad of a job. So this tank's ready to go back in. Just got to do a little more cleanup on it. I need some help to get it up in there. It's kind of awkward because it's got some fuel in it. It sloshes around, so hard to do it by yourself. Okay, so the tank is back installed. I'm waiting on the filler neck. And I know some people are gonna wonder why I didn't replace the fuel pump when I had the tank out. And my answer is, I really don't trust replacement parts anymore. So if I have a good OEM part that still is working, I'm gonna leave that in there. This thing has, I think, just over 100,000 miles. But that's it, guys. Hopefully this helps some people out there. I'll see you guys.